Well, here we are. Hey, Mr. Paul, got here right on time, didn't you? Got my coffee with my Waffle House cup. Gotta have my Waffle House cup.
Oh, you're
Oh, you brought me a big cup.
well. I've learned what you do.
What do I do?
The Waffle House cup don't hold very much coffee.
That's
Hey,
my
Paul.
favorite cup.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't hold very much coffee. You get in here with a half a cup because that's all you pour in the cup. 2 sips, well, I about out of coffee.
Now, see, I'm getting it on film.
I
You
don't care.
fussing at me about my coffee cup.
You rushed me in here.
I didn't rush you.
Yes, you did.
I told you an hour ago. I said, look, hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
I told you an hour ago we were going to go live. Hey, look, everybody.
And I was busy.
I've invited a couple of others to come in if they want to. Georgie, I sent invite to Coop and Skipper, and I told them to send you the link because I don't have a way to send you the link. So if you wanted to come in here. So here's the deal. We're going to have date night tonight.
Woo!
Yeah. We're going to go out to eat, and then we're going to a hockey game. I know y'all think y'all down there in the South. Yeah, we got a hockey team here. So we're going to go watch a hockey game tonight. And that's right, Tim. I'm telling them. So you hear her fussing at me a while ago about my coffee?
No, he's well, it's the truth. Tell me it's not the truth.
So the group thing tonight, you guys have been kind enough to invite me to that for the last couple of weeks, and I hate to miss it, but we're not going to be here this evening. So we thought we'd jump on and do an afternoon live and talk a little bit. I lost my train of thought.
He's cutting all.
Oh, I know. I've been watching y'all all morning. I'm really surprised that George is even in here.
She's taking care of a tiny human, she said.
We DK Lucas, how are you, Mr. DK? I watched Skipper this morning, and then we watched Coop and Georgie after that for a while. And then they're going to do it again this evening, I know, for the group thing. We're going to miss that. And they said they might bring stuff up if papers drop or whatever. So all of y'all are busy. We got that. And if you take the time to watch our live, we sure do appreciate it. So I wanted to kind of talk about something. I had a terrible day yesterday. Terrible. I had
all the way around. Look, terrible.
You know, some days, Georgia, if you can get me an email or something, I'll shoot you a link. Come on in with us. Georgie's good at this. Not that the others aren't, but Georgie's pretty good at this. She keeps us entertained. So you're welcome on our live anytime, but I need some way of getting you the link. I'll send you the link every time. But I need a way of doing that. Anyway, let me back up. I'm gonna go way back. It was a cold night in February when I was born. No,
stop it.
I'm not gonna go that far back, but I will go back 25 years. 25 years ago when we moved here.
Yeah.
Not in this house, but when we moved to this area, we bought a house and the sellers provided a home warranty with the purchase. So that was our first taste of a home warranty. And I think we used it a couple times and it was fine. It seemed like I remember a dryer. We kept having trouble with a dryer and they finally replaced it, I think. Anyhow,
25 years ago, yeah, I don't remember.
It's been a long time ago. But anyway, I do know we used it a couple times and it worked fine. So I did not have, a bad taste about home warranty. So now fast forward to now.
I said, fast forward.
Yeah, fast forward to now. Several months ago, we were talking about it, and we decided we built this house about 7 years ago. maybe 8 years ago, we built this house. So we thought, well, it might be time to get a home warranty because, we've got, 2 air conditioning systems and, we got our own well and we got that pump and we got a generator. We got a lot of things, plus all the appliances and everything. And it's all been here for 7 or 8 years. So we thought, well, we'll get a home warranty. So we did. And as luck would have it, a couple of weeks ago, we started having trouble with our refrigerator.
Leaking.
It get a little water up on it, not a steady leak, but just a nuisance leak. Every now and then we'd have water up on it. So we had to leave. We went on vacation. So I know the only water that comes into the refrigerator is from the ice maker. So I pulled it out, turned that valve off to the ice maker, put it back in place, and we went on vacation. Might have been, was it a cruise? I don't remember. We did something.
Yeah, it was October.
So we come back, and I decided to turn it back on. So I turned the water back on, and we still got a little bit of a leak. But now on top of that, the ice maker, it's got 2 different ice makers in it. One at the bottom, one at the top where you push the little button. So now we have the little bit of a leak, and that ice maker had quit working.
But you decided because we found there was ice in the gasket around the freezer door.
Yep.
So you changed that gasket.
I did.
It still leaks.
Yep.
Still has water.
So I tried fixing it myself. I thought it looked like there was a problem with the gasket. So this refrigerator has the 2 doors up top and then the big square door at the bottom, which is a freezer. So that seal around the door at the bottom looked like it wasn't just right. So I ordered another one and I put a new seal on it.
Still leaks.
Still leaks. So we call the home warranty, and they send somebody out that day, and it's a $65 deductible. So you pay $65. They're supposed to diagnose it, and then they fix it.
Which he did. He did all that
So,
except for fixing it.
So he decided that he said the gasket wasn't sealing properly, which is the brand new gasket that I put on there, and he discovered that the pump going to the ice maker, not the ice maker itself. The ice maker, he said, is fine. It's the pump that pumps the water to the ice maker is bad. And he turned that in. And then the next day, which was yesterday, they contacted me. I'm trying to think, did they email me or call me? I can't remember. It started yesterday morning.
Well,
he called and said they had taken him off of it.
Before. Yesterday is when you called because they said they were going to send somebody out for the wash machine. It's a different appliance.
Yeah.
And then they sent you an email, said it was canceled. They sent you an email saying
it just got crazy.
It was like 4 emails. One was canceled. One was, we didn't know what was going on.
So let me talk a little money. We spent about $500 on the home warranty itself. And now I've given this service guy a $65 deductible. So I'm out,
almost $600.
Right at $600. And I've still got a leaking refrigerator. So they denied the claim because of the gasket. They said, the technician said the gasket needs replacing. The gasket is not part of the warranty.
So that was half of the claim.
Didn't cover gaskets. So that starts me trying to deal with them. So I call them up. And, the guy that answers the phone, and I think he said his name was John.
Well, wait a minute. You've talked to 3 different people, and they were not from around here.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, were you taking too long?
We are at $8.95. Look, if we could get 5 more subscriptions and hit 900, look. It would just tickle me. You wouldn't be able to stick a feather up my butt and tickle me anymore than if we had 900 subscribers before the end of this live. And hey, look, whoever's a 900 subscriber, you might win a new car. Might.
Probably not.
You'll win a new car about as well as my home warranty work. So I call. And the first guy that I think he said his name was John, and it should have been Stan because it sounded like he was from either Afghanistan or Pakistan or Uzbekistan or one of them Stans. I couldn't hardly understand it. Had a heavy.
Remember the first lady we talked to? She talked so fast.
Hey, Jen. Heavy Middle Eastern accent. But anyway, so they tell me that they're denying the claim because it's gasket. And I said, okay, I've looked at the policy. I see that gaskets aren't covered. No problem. I'll take care of the gasket. I said, but there's another half to this thing that he sent you, and it's on a pump. Well, we can't cover the pump. I said, why not? They said, because we can't cover the gasket. It's two different things.
If you have 3 things on one ticket and one of those things is denied, then that denies the whole ticket.
Yeah,
because
use that.
They can't do a partial ticket.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That's the gist of it.
Yep. So
hey, Jen.
We go round and round about, I'm trying to explain to him, and it's not only the gasket, it's the gasket and a pump. Both are causing the one problem, which I filed on, which was
the leak.
And he just kept on until, let me reference Mike Tyson here. I'm just going to reference Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers that ever lived, if not the best. People say he's not so smart, but I disagree. I think he might not be very educated, but Mike Tyson is a very intelligent person, I think. But anyhow, one day he was being interviewed by a guy, and the guy was talking to him about his upcoming fight, and he said, your opponent has a plan. Your opponent says he has a plan to beat you. And Mike looked at him, and this is the smartest thing I've ever heard, and I've never forgot it. He looked at him, he said, everybody's got a plan till you slap them in the mouth. Then their plan goes out the window. So I'm dealing with this guy yesterday, and finally I got so frustrated, I reached that point. It was time for me to slap him in the mouth, and I did verbally.
No, you threw your phone.
That was after I got through slapping on him for a little while. I lost my temper.
He said some ugly words. I ain't saying what he said.
And I'm ashamed of that because I'm a Christian guy, and I really try hard not to do that. And you don't hear it very often.
No.
Look, I unloaded on this guy hard, because he kept giving me these canned answers, and it just didn't make sense. And so anyhow, I hang up on him, slam the phone down. Well, in a few minutes, I get an email about a higher level that will look at this and a phone number. So I call them. Same thing. I get another John.
No, the first man said that the pump wasn't because it's not a necessity.
Yeah. The first guy said the pump wasn't covered because it's the ice maker. I said, it's not the ice maker.
It's not a necessity.
It's the pump going to the ice maker. Look, Georgie.
Oh, wait, that's your person.
Keep telling the story. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'll tell the short version. Anyway, he got mad. The next person he talked to told him that the pump was covered, but they could not cover it because the gasket. Since the gasket wasn't covered, it was on the ticket with the pump. The whole ticket's not covered. And he got mad again. He didn't really talk ugly on that one, but he did get mad. He hung up on them, and then they called back. He talked to, I think he talked to a third person. And the third person, again, no, the third person called and said that that they canceled our policy, which was fine, and they're going to refund us our money. So anyway, we still have a leak in the refrigerator. We'll have to fix ourselves, but we do know what's wrong with it. Anyway, just in case y'all know, I don't really like doing this. sitting here talking to myself. Anyway, we also have an issue with our solar system. That's what he's doing right now, a phone call with that. He talked to them today, and they said that that's not covered under warranty. Undelivered. For this channel. It's Larry's computer. Anyway, this person, you're doing great. This person says that because we paid cash for the system, that we have to pay for them to come out and tell us something's wrong with our system. This goes to Larry's show.
You want to come talk to them?
I can.
I just gave her the serial number.
Okay. I can do that.
She's looking something up.
What did you tell them?
We just need someone to come. If they can't do something with it, provide me with a name of a service group or something somewhere nearby.
Oh, I haven't got through that story.
You didn't get through that. No, you didn't tell it near like it needs to be told. If she told that whole story that quick, she didn't do good enough. So,
And he said something about checking the email somewhere.
check the email. Sent an email. Let's see. Please check the email for this channel. I sent an email and it came back undelivered. Tim thought, okay, we'll check on it and see what we got going on with that, Tim. So anyway, after dealing with the first guy, I get an email about this higher level. So I called him, and it's another guy named John, and it should have been named Stan for the same reason. And I go through this process with him, and he tells me kind of the same stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's two different problems. He said, well, since one was denied, we can't cover the other. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I bought the policy. I have a problem. Your guy comes out, looks at it, tells you I got the problem. And because he wrote the paperwork up wrong, now you're not going to cover anything. It was basically what they were saying. If he had submitted two different papers, one for the seal and one for the pump, well, then they would have covered the pump. But since he put both on the same comment thing, they say, well, since part of it's denied, they won't cover the other part. And this conversation took a little while. So finally, guess where I got? I got to my Mike Tyson point, and I slapped that fellow as hard as I could in the mouth, verbally. And I end up not really throwing the phone, but I set it down a little rough. But and he told me, that guy even told me, I had two different ones told me that the pump is covered under the warranty, but they couldn't split it up. And I basically said, well, so do I need to call again and have them come out and pay another $65? And all right, looks like you missed. Okay, y'all figure out the email. So anyhow, I slapped him in the mouth as hard as I could verbally. And I can't remember if he hung up on me or I hung up on him. So now this went on, we're telling it short here, but this was all day yesterday dealing with these people. And then somewhere late in the afternoon, I get a phone call from a guy. Now this guy is, he's speaking English. I can understand him. It may be Northern English, but he's English. And he calls me and he says, I see the policy cancellation, and I wanted to know if there was anything I could do to, because I see there was a problem. I said, and I didn't ask him to cancel my policy. I guess after I smacked them in the mouth a couple of times, they decided they would cancel my policy on their own. So when he said that, I'm like, wait a minute, they're canceling my policy? He said, well, yeah. I said, they give me my money back? He said, well, yeah, it'll be prorated, but you'll get your money back. But I want to see if I can help you solve. I said, we ain't solving nothing. You just send me my money back. I'm through with y'all. Man, I get aggravated. I don't mind paying for something. I don't mind paying for a service. But it's like, when you're from the outset, you're trying to cheat people. You're going to do everything you can to cheat people. I mean, who ever heard of such? One tells me it's not covered. Two told me it was covered. But all of them said the same thing about it. Well, since one part of it is not covered, then they can't cover any of it. To the point that even if I called them back out and they rewrote it, they still wouldn't cover it. So, years ago, when I was younger, there was two reasons I would fix my own stuff. One is because I didn't have near as much trouble getting up and down. I had a little energy, and the other was, money was tight. So I did everything I could myself. I fixed a lot of things, and I still fix a lot of things. But this pump is on the bottom of the refrigerator. I'm going to have to lay down on the floor to work on this thing. And then I don't do it every day. I'll get it done, but I might have to get up 7 or 8 times to go to YouTube or somewhere and research. And, which years ago, that wasn't a problem. But the older I get, the harder it is for me to get up and down. I'm just not as young and spry as I used to be. But the good thing is, financially, I'm much more better off now than I was back then. So I can afford to buy or pay or whatever. And that's kind of what my thought process on this home warranty is. We'll do that. And then if something goes wrong, I'll pay these guys. Let them come lay on the floor and fix something. But it's like they had no intentions of covering anything. It's like they have just a little bit of out somewhere on everything, so they can not
Same way with this warranty company.
pay for it.
Solar company.
Yeah. So now I'm having issues with some solar panels. I put solar panels on the house a few years ago. Now my inverter is not working, and I can't find anybody to come look at it and work on it.
She said we'd have to get our installer. If she can't, she's trying to do it remote. If she can't, she said we'll have to get the installer to come out.
The installer won't come out without me giving them a bunch of money.
That's what I told her. She said we'll find another installer.
If they'll help us do that, that'd be fine. Okay, I'm trying to think. All right, Tim, tell me what the email was, because I've got several email addresses. Tell me what the email was you're trying to email to the channel. Is it ForeverHuffsLiving@gmail.com?
I think so.
All right, well, I'm going to go look. Okay, so I'm looking at the email address. It's ForeverHuffsLiving@gmail.com. No caps, no parentheses, marks, nothing. Just simple Forever Huffs. Huffs plural, HUFFS.
Make sure you didn't put one eye in
Living. LIVING.
No.
What?
Go back to your live.
Hang on. What am I supposed to?
Where he wrote it.
Where Tim wrote it? Okay, yeah. But he also said he did a direct copy.
Oh.
She said he did misspell it, but he also said he did a direct copy.
Okay, so maybe you misspelled it.
All right, Tim, you got 2 eyes in yours. Mine only has 1 eye in living. So I'm going over and looking at the email. And it is ForeverHuffsLiving@gmail.com. Let me see if I can put it down in here. There we go. Right there at the bottom. You ought to be able to click on it. So anyway, I smacked them in the mouth so hard, I guess, and I don't even remember if it was 2 people I did that way or 3, but I tried to talk with them as long as I could, and finally I just lost it. Like I say, I hit that Mike Tyson point. I'd ready to just smack them in the mouth, and I was pretty ugly to them, and I feel bad about it now because I've worked hard to try to control. Kind of control how I do when things are getting stupid. So I guess like a narcissist, I wouldn't have done that if they made me do it. It's not my fault. It's their fault. But anyway, it went so hard. I might have on the channel info. I'll go back and look, but I just shared it right there in the chat. It's ForeverHuffsLiving@gmail.com. No apostrophe, no caps, no anything. So they canceled the policy. They wasn't even going to tell me, I guess. So when the guy told me it was canceled, I'm like, wait a minute, it's canceled. And he said, yeah. He said, I'm calling to see if we could resolve this. And that's when I asked, they're going to give me my money back? And he said, yeah, they give it prorated, but they'll give you, send me my money. I'm done with y'all. Now, there might be some better home warranty companies out there. And I might do a little research, I probably need to go to the Better Business Bureau and look at ratings and try to find, a good one. Because I still don't want to work on this stuff. Or maybe I just need to call a local repair person when I need. That's probably what I'll do. Just call somebody local and not even fool with an insurance. Well, Tim, did you check with Georgie and make sure it's okay that you share her email? All right, let's see what we got. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. All right, I'm starting to get all of this stuff. I probably did misspell it. I'll fix it. Okay, I think I just sent you the link, Georgie. If you want to come in here. I know you look, y'all been talking a lot today. Y'all do good together. You and Coop, y'all do good together. Y'all managed to cover a couple of hours like it's nothing. And then even go over, where I struggle to cover 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna let you wait. I'm gonna let you tell my husband all this because
And I apologize because we got another phone call going on.
What you're saying, okay? And I don't understand what you're talking about. Hold on.
All right, talk to the people. Okay.
Talk fast. So what are we talking about? I wasn't listening. What's he talking about? He's still on the same subject? I was past that. Oh, there's the emails. Let's see. Get Georgie in here, and then I don't have to say anything. I don't see where to add anybody. He's just about through anyway. Georgie is on break. You through? I don't have anything to talk about. I don't know what you want me to talk.
I sent Georgie the link. I was just coming to see if she pops in, it'll be over here.
Oh.
And then you click on it and you let her in.
Cooking stream. What you want to cook, Paul? What you want us to cook? Put it on video. What you want? What would be good to cook? I cook, let's see, okay, y'all go. I'll see you later, redneck. So, I cook gumbo, seafood gumbo, chicken gumbo, whatever it is. It's really good. Can't ever cook a small pot of that, though. It's always like, biggest I've cooked was 84 quarts. Put it in the freezer and eat it all year.
So if I get somebody here, they need to call you while they're here. Is that what they need to do? Okay. All right. Yes, you can email.
He's almost ready.
All right. Well, I look forward to your email.
I don't know why whoever calls you on the phone, none of them speak English. It's all broken English and you can't hardly understand them.
That's all I need. Just need to get the system going so you got some people, send me some numbers of people or something that I can appreciate.
Okay, here he comes. All right.
I'll deal with that tomorrow. Okie dokie. You are fine guys. Thank you, Georgie. We appreciate that. Yeah, I hate that I'm not going to be around for the group thing tonight. I enjoy doing that with you guys. But, we're going to go watch some hockey. We're going to go have seafood and then go watch some hockey. I figure it's better if I go eat a nice meal right before the game so I'm not tempted to buy that big pretzel and, hamburger, whatever they got there for $10. Probably our southern drawl, but that just don't make sense to me. Why? Let me ask you something. If you need a secretary that needs to be able to work a keyboard, we called it typing in our day. Now they call it keyboarding. Would you go out of your way to find somebody that's missing at least one finger, maybe three? You know, I mean, just it's stupid. And it's like that's what they do. These people's job is to answer the phone and deal with customers using their language skills. And all they do is hire people that can barely speak English. Makes no sense to me. Just, I think it's part of the plan. They want you to not understand them. They want you to have trouble. Now, I will say this. Look, I dealt with the first guy. The last guy that called me, when they canceled the policy on me, the last guy that called me spoke, he was, I don't know how else to say, he was American and he spoke clear English and I can understand him. He called to try to resolve the problem. Well, he was 2 or 3 calls late. If I had had issue with the first call and then the guy that called me, if he had called me next, we might could have worked something out. But I had done gone through 2 or 3 calls and had to lose my temper 2 or 3 times before he ever called. So it's too late now. So now I got to assume that if I ever have another problem, I'm going to have to go through those 2 or 3 phone calls again before I get to that point. And I'm just not going to do it. Just give my money back, But had the second phone call been, let's see what we can do to fix this. But I had 2 or 3 phone calls of fighting with them before I ever got that call. So it was too late by that time. I'll tell you what. So I will not ever do a home warranty again. Ever, 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 ever. I'll just call a local whatever I'm having trouble with and have them come out and fix it. I thought it was a good idea because, like I say, 25 years ago, we had one. And I remember us using it a couple of times. We don't abuse these things. And it seemed to work okay. So I thought, well, we'll just get us a home warranty. Nah, I was wrong on that. So what did y'all talk to the missus about? Y'all didn't talk about me while I was gone, did you? Did y'all get on me and slam me pretty bad or whatever? Appreciate y'all coming in and having coffee with me in the middle of the day. I've never done a middle of the day kind of thing like this. But we really didn't do anything yesterday, and I'm not going to be here for tonight. So here we are. And I wanted to tell y'all the story about dealing with these idiots yesterday. I hate that I lost my temper. Not once, but twice, maybe even 3 times. I don't even remember. I hadn't done that in a long time. But I had to go Mike Tyson on them. So, Georgia, y'all got a lot of stuff dropping on that court case. I'm assuming we like more. I'm assuming y'all have a website or something, and when they post it online, y'all get it immediately. It's kind of fun to watch. I'm enjoying listening to it and all that good stuff. I know y'all like her more. I can't keep her in here. She's like, I don't want to be on the camera. I am blaming Georgia. It's their fault. See, I don't want to interfere with what they're doing. Well, they're doing something all day, so I have to just pick a spot and jump in. But I'm glad y'all are, anytime I want to see something online, something going, it's almost always something. One of y'all's got something going on almost all the time. So anytime I want to sit down, now I will confess, y'all streams go an hour or 2 hours. I don't really sit here for that full 2 hours. I'm in and out, but I leave it running the whole time. I make sure you get the watch time. But I am kind of in and out. So if you say something to me in the chat on your stream and I don't answer, you just know I'm out at that point. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, like the papers. It's probably too hard to explain. I was fixing to say too hard to explain by typing, but here comes Georgie typing it all out. So you have a guy who has direct access to these. So you know a guy. It's always nice to know a guy. As soon as it updates and he sends it to Coop and I first, so we jump on and break the news. But he's not sending you something that's not public knowledge. I mean, it's public knowledge at that point by the time he gets it correct. And that's a question. So I've told y'all before, one of my hobbies is ham radio, and I'm doing Morse code, and I'm really liking it. But I've sort of met a couple of people that their YouTube channels are based on that. That's what they do, and they, the instructional and that sort of stuff. Um, if I had them on one of my things and we talked about Morse code and ham and it's a thing called POTA, it's parts on there and all that. If I had one of those and we talked about that stuff, would that be interesting to y'all? Would y'all still watch that? And I know it's interesting to me. And one of them was a lady today. And I would like to, if I could get her on here, I would like for her to give her perspective as a female doing Morse code and ham, because it doesn't exclude females by any means, but it's a small portion of people that do it that are female. I would like to see more get it. They're probably better at it than us boys are, really, because we all know that the ladies are smarter than us, and they pick up on things like Morse code and all that much faster than we do. But anyway, I was going to see if maybe I could get one of them on here to talk about what got them into ham radio and Morse code, and share from a female standpoint why they got into it. I just think it'd be pretty cool. But I don't know these people personally, and I have to kind of ask them through email or something. And I don't know if they'll take me up on it or not. I hope one of them will. Best friend's dad, ham radio. I like ham radio. I just got into it 6 or 8 months ago. I did CB back in the 70s before most of y'all were born. and it was pretty cool. But now CB is pretty trashy. It's I've still got a base station, and I hooked it up a couple of years ago, and I listened to it a little bit, and it's not the same. So somebody kind of turned me on to ham radio about a year ago, and I decided to do it. And it's a little different. You got to do some studying. You got to take a test. You get a license and all that stuff. And the equipment's more expensive than CB. So I did all that, and I started kind of getting into it, and I realized it's real similar to CB, but it's much more controlled and much more cleaner and much more professional. And I like that part of it, but it was kind of like CB was back in the 70s, and I've done that before. But they got the Morse code, certain frequencies, certain bands and stuff, and that interested me. And I decided I want to learn Morse code. And I figured it would take me a long time, but it really didn't. It didn't take near as long as I thought. So those of you that are younger, you would do it even faster than I did, most likely. It's not as difficult as it seems. If you immerse yourself in it and really put an effort towards it, it doesn't take long. So I'm not great at it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not great at it, but I'm just good enough. I can get on the air and I can make a few contacts and, communicate a little bit Morse code. And that's what I'm doing every day. And a couple of the ones on YouTube that I watch that I really enjoy watching, I have managed to make a contact with both of them. I caught them on the air and I managed to make a Morse code contact with them. The second one was this morning. And I thought about asking each one of them if they would do something, doing a stream, and I would invite them in and we would talk about our ham radio and Morse code experiences. So we'll see. That, and I wouldn't mind for us older folks, see if I could find a YouTuber from the villages. There's quite a few of them. Talk to them one day on here about the villages and what it's like living there, what they like about it. So, Georgie, I'm going to save your email address. Thanks for sending it. And probably anytime we're going, I'll send y'all a link. And if you want to jump in with us, jump in. You and Coop and Skipper. Yeah, really, in any of you guys. Because y'all know as well as I know, you know that I know that you know. This is easier. Hey, Miss Tammy, welcome. I'm glad you're in the chat with us. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. It's just much easier if you have someone to talk directly to. Miss Tammy, I don't know. Have I seen you watching some of their stuff? Some of Georgie? It seems like I've seen that before. Mrs. Tammy. I said Miss Tammy. It's Mrs. Tammy. Glad you're here. I hope you'll subscribe to I'll try to be as entertaining as Georgie is. That's a lofty goal, but I will try. Miss Georgie's got it going on. And then you got Coop's got them birds on his shoulders. And I'm like, how do you compete with that? I got my Elvis glasses. That's all I've got. But the problem with my Elvis glasses is they don't have any bifocals in them. I can't read a thing now. I can't read what y'all are saying, so I have to take them off and put the other glasses back on. Maybe I need to figure out a way to wear my real glasses up under these Elvis glasses. Got the sideburns and everything. Look at there. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Because you ain't nothing but a hound dog. That's all y'all. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. All right, enough of that. Was Tammy Pearson. Okay. One of our precious chatters. Well, Miss Tammy, I'm glad you're here. Miss Tammy, are you a Southerner? A Yankee? What are you? Doesn't matter to me. I'm just asking. I think everybody had an uncle that thought they were Elvis. But you can't deny that as an entertainer, he was the best that ever would. There'll never be another that could do what he did. I don't think. Even with the Taylor Swifts of the world, I know she might be doing more, breaking more records than what he did. But it's not the same. I was fortunate enough to get to see Elvis when I was a kid. I went to one of his concerts. And let me tell you, that boy put on a show. Indiana. I made some contacts in Indiana. I'm trying to think if I've been to Indiana. I bet I have. Well, see, you got Southern roots, and we like that. I have been in. I've been to Indianapolis. That's Indiana. Taylor Swift is the devil. He was the best showman ever. He worked that crowd up like, and he had that big orchestra behind him, and they would start playing that intro for him to come in, and it would just, it would just have that place shaking with that orchestra playing that intro, and and have him worked up, and then here he'd come. And them gals go to fainting. Elvis. But he was good. Yeah. Hey, Miss PJ, waving back. Yeah, he was good. There'll never be another. Never be another like him. So after the home warranty thing yesterday, today I'm dealing with these solar panel things. And it's not a big thing in Mississippi. Very few people have them. So now that I'm having trouble with my system, I can't find anybody to work on it. There's no one around here does it. There was a small military base near Indianapolis I had to go to. I think it was a National Guard base. They were doing something there, and this general wanted me to go up there and take a look at it before he would let them use this particular thing they were doing. So I went up there and spent a few days, and I'm trying to think of the name of the place, but it was in Indianapolis. Anyway, that's why I was there. Just spent a couple of days, and then I came back. Hey, there was a guy from my hometown that was an Elvis impersonator, and he got caught up in that ricin deal with Obama. Do y'all remember that when an Elvis impersonator sent? I think it was actually ricin to the White House in an envelope to Obama. It was addressed to Obama, and the FBI, Secret Service, whoever, they went. Let me think where this took place. I want to say it was Memphis. It's where he was at. And they went and arrested this guy that was from my hometown. I didn't know him, but I knew some of his siblings. And it turns out he didn't do it. Another Elvis impersonator that didn't like him tried to set him up, sent it, and made it look like he did it. It was crazy. I remember that happening though, but it was a couple of Elvis impersonators, and I sort of knew one of them. It's amazing how many people still associate with Elvis, want to impersonate him and sing like him and all that. You know, it's just
Just wipe their sweat on a scarf and think you want it. That's just nasty. I don't care who you are.
But that's the kind of influence he had, though. I mean, he left a mark.
But not these.
Oh, I know.
Greasy people. That's just nasty.
Yeah, Georgie's asking y'all to hit the thumbs up. I'm going to ask the same thing.
I think I did.
If you had, she's asking everybody, not just you.
Oh.
All about her, all the time.
Should be.
I know.
It's my birthday month.
I'm taking you to dinner. It's my birthday month, too.
That don't count.
Yeah.
It don't count.
We're going to go have seafood.
You already said that.
But Miss Tammy might not have been here when I said we're going to have seafood.
Yeah, you did.
It's going to be seafood and then a hockey game.
Hey, Miss PJ.
Look, I got a grandson up in Alaska. He's 2. Is it 2? Obsessed with hockey.
They took him to a hockey game, and they said he did not get up one time. He watched that whole game. And
now he will ask them to put hockey on the TV. 2 years old. That's probably more of a big deal up there than it is here. It's not that, you know, we just got a hockey team a few years ago.
Huh. See, I'm the favorite.
It's because they don't know you yet.
What are you talking about?
Well, you just in and out. They get a little taste of you.
What are you talking? What are you saying?
Well, they know me by now. That's why they don't like me. They just hadn't had enough of you yet.
Have you had enough of me yet?
No, not yet. Oh, okay.
That's just so sad.
Yeah, I hate that. There's a lot of things I could be allergic to. And
I really wished I was allergic to chocolate. I wished I couldn't eat that.
So you're allergic to iodine, is what it is. It's the iodine in the seafood. Yep. You too, Georgie? Oh my goodness. I remember when I was in the real army, we was doing all that survival stuff. They give us iodine tablets. So we get water out of a creek or something. You put an iodine tablet in it, it purifies it so you can drink it. But those that were allergic to seafood couldn't do it.
That's right.
I know that y'all
we do have to stick together.
Y'all start learning at an early age how to stick together and mess with us fellas. And then spin it around like we did something wrong. We're like, we don't even know what happened. It's like it hits us. We spin around, we're confused, and all of a sudden we know something happened and somehow we're wrong.
That's because you don't pay attention.
See? I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden I can't pay attention.
You don't.
Y'all band together. Y'all are a band of sisters. They should have made a movie about band of sisters instead of band of brothers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The band of sisters of the Ha Sister Club or whatever it was.
Traveling Pants of the Sisters. What was that? Is that what you're talking about?
Wasn't it the Ya Sisters or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They had a pair of pants that traveled around, or
that was Traveling Pants. The something. Let me Google it.
I know they do, Paul, and we take it. We're like, okay, I don't know what I did, but I'm wrong.
Probably.
So it's not the iodine, it's something else. So when we y'all do kick butt all the time. I'm not gonna argue with that. So we go get seafood, and I like to get
the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That's what it was.
Well, what was the Ya Sister Club? Wasn't that something?
Traveling Pants of the Ya Sisters.
See, I knew it had Ya something in it. I know, but you're going to show me how I was wrong.
I'm looking at it though.
I know, but see, she said of the Ya Sisters.
I'm fixing to Google that.
I knew it was something Ya.
Pants.
So we go get seafood, and I get the Royal Red shrimp. I don't know if y'all familiar with Royal Reds, but it's from deeper water. Stock market just closed. And tastes more like oysters. They're big, and they taste a little bit more like oysters. But I do like them. I don't even want to
Not
look.
oysters. They taste like little lobsters.
Yeah, I said oyster. I meant lobster. See, I was wrong again. That bell went off. I wanted to see what the market did. Oh, no, I didn't need to look. Market did terrible today. Yeah, tastes more like lobster. Let me change my caption going across the bottom there. There we go.
It's cold in here.
It's a little chilly, but not bad. See, I put down there, you guys and gals are awesome. Y'all are great. And this is going to help us with our watch time because 7 or 8 of y'all been in here the whole time. I haven't looked at numbers. Where we at, Georgie? Did we hit 900 yet? Probably not. Let me go look. No, we're still at 895. That's all right. It's creeping up. Every week we creep up a little bit. One of these days we'll have that 1,000, and we're going to have that 1,000 subscriber party with the group. Yep, 895.
Well,
I can remember when I had 8.
yesterday.
My watch hours are at about 2,800, I believe.
Go back over there and look.
I need a little bit more watch time too. Watch time is 2824. So we're getting close to that 3,000. If I keep doing the lives like this, this really helps on watch time. But if y'all are bored, we got plenty of videos out there. You take a day and just binge our videos. You don't even have to watch them. Just put them playing in the background. Help us build some watch time.
Oh, better hit play.
Yeah, I need a couple of hundred more, Georgie. But there again, these lives help with that. We got 8 people. If I had 50 or 60 people in here, we'd really be racking up some watch time. But I'm tickled with 8. I'd rather have 8 really lovely, dedicated people like y'all are.
I show 9.
Than a bunch that don't really show love.
I show 9.
All right, she's showing 9. My computer's showing 8. So 8 or 9. But if y'all been here the whole time, then we'll end up with 15, 18,
I should have took a nap.
20 hours of watch time off of this one live. Why didn't you take a nap?
I've been busy.
Oh, did we tell y'all how wealthy we are?
How well? Oh,
we're getting about 8 eggs a day, 7 or 8
sorry.
eggs a day. Hey, I don't care if you fall asleep. Just keep them playing, Miss PJ. Get the watch time. Yeah, we're going to be making some more soon. We just hadn't done anything lately, really, I don't know. I guess just wintertime. We don't get out and do a whole lot in the wintertime. But we'll be making some more videos soon, getting them up there. But yeah, the watch time stays behind by about 5 days. So we might be closer to 2,850. So I say we need about 150 more watch hours to get to the 3,000. So if we get to the 3,000, then we've met that first tier. You got to have 500 subscribers, 3 uploads in the last 90 days. We got that. So the only thing we're short on there is the watch hours.
He had some funny videos. I told him to move over and he didn't.
Oh, yeah. I got rid of those.
I don't know why. You should have put them on there. They'd have got watched.
I might can recoup them. I don't know.
Especially the what was that one on the
On the lawnmower. Yeah.
oh that wouldn't count.
Right.
Copyright.
It was copyright. I don't know if it would count towards watch hours. You couldn't make money off that one video, but the watch hours might count. I don't know. Can answer that. So Georgie and Coop, whoever's listening,
Whoever knows
the answer to this question. If you have a video out there that, let's say I put a video out there today and it's copyrighted because of some music on it, but it gets 200 watch hours. Do those watch hours count? I know I can't make money off of that one video because it's copyright. Can't make money off of it. But do the watch hours count towards your, eligibility?
the first one you did, that one because it was original.
Yeah. All right. So what she's talking about, I started this YouTube thing years ago as a joke. I had a channel and I called myself Larry Leroy Lawrence the Last. And I had a bunch of funny videos on, and they were funny, but I've taken that channel down. I don't know if I could still get to recoup those videos or not. Boat trip videos.
But they were they were really stupid, but they were funny.
Yeah.
Some of them were funny.
Some of them
were like, I don't know.
Yeah, so what Georgie's talking about, we got a pontoon boat. We've had it for years. And a couple of years ago, we decided it needed to be redone. The seats were cracked. The carpet was old. It needed to be redone. So we, rather than getting rid of it and buying a new one.
I read it.
She said
trip.
boat flip or something.
I see
we stripped it down to the deck and we started with new carpet and redid the whole thing. We made quite a few videos on that process. It took us it'd take a year. Now we didn't work on it.
I don't know.
We started on it.
It took me a couple of weeks to make that top.
I got frustrated with some of it, and we'd take a break from it for a couple of weeks. But anyhow, we ended up. Hey, Miss Mercedes Benz. I'm assuming it's a miss. I don't know. We ended up putting all new furniture and everything. It turned out really nice. She made the
top
bimini top for it. It's got a full bimini that goes from one end to the other. And we couldn't find a good quality one. The aftermarket ones were pretty cheaply made. They were not cheap to buy. They were expensive, but they were very cheaply made. So we come up with the idea of just ordering the material and making our own. And okay, thank you, Miss Mercedes. Now I know. I'll know next time that I'm right. See, I was right.
What? Let's write it down.
Yeah. So we made our own bimini top. She took her regular old house sewing machine.
Walmart
sewing machine was probably wasn't big enough, but we made it work. But I ordered the material and I ordered the proper thread that won't rot. And the old one was dry rotted, but it was still all there. So we were able to take it apart and use it as a pattern to cut all our pieces.
The best I could.
Yeah. And made a new top for it.
It's working.
And then we took the sides off. We stripped them down and I painted them with, it's actually automotive paint. We picked a nice pretty red with a little metal flake in it. And we painted that and turned out really good. So if you have not watched that series, I think that's Georgie's favorite out of all the things we did. I think that was her favorite, watching the now don't go straight to, I got a time lapse that does it all. That's one video. Don't go to that and call it good. Go back and watch all the real videos leading up to the time lapse. We need the watch time. It was fun. That was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
But so now we've got the pontoon boat. I've got it in the backyard right now. We take it out of the water during the winter, but for the warmer months, we rent a boat slip and we keep it in the water and we use it a lot. We like it. Maybe we'll make some more videos with the pontoon boat.
Maybe.
Yep. I got to do a little maintenance on it. But we'll do that before we put it. We'll probably put it in the water next month, probably.
That's just in about a week.
Well, I know, but in March.
You got to get that part fixed.
I will. Yeah, I will. Mm-hmm. Yep, I will. I don't know about y'all. Give me some feedback on the flight videos with my little airplane simulator. Is that something I should continue to do or not? I don't know if anybody really watches those. Just don't go back in it. Okay, let's go back in it. Whispering like this microphone's not going to pick it up. It'll pick it up.
I don't care.
And you're not going to hurt my feelings if y'all don't like those videos. I got thick skin.
I know.
All right, she's going back in there. I'm not going to be much longer.
Yeah.
Tell them you didn't tell them bye.
I gotta go. I gotta go get ready. So, see y'all later.
She's got a hot date.
Well, booking a camping trip.
Okay, Mercedes. Do y'all? We got a fifth wheel. Do y'all do that kind of camping? Y'all take a tent? Do y'all go rent a? How do you camp?
We do both.
And what? Yeah, we got a tent too. And what areas do you camp at?
Okay, I'm out.
All right.
Check y'all later.
I'm getting a little bit antsy. Also, I'm ready to start camping again. We're kind of fun. We're gotten used to going and doing things, and we go somewhere and we stay for a week or two, usually a week, sometimes a little longer, and then I'm ready to get home. Well, then we get home, and after about a week at home, I'm ready to go somewhere and do something. All right, Miss Mercedes, we might end up catching up with y'all somewhere at a campground because we enjoy doing the camping. Sure do. Got to get over to Florida. We haven't been over there in a couple of years. The Valley. Okanadon. Am I saying that right? Okanadon? Don't know where that's at. Chilliwack, BC. Is that like British Columbia? I'm not going that far. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going that far. Yeah, it's a really nice campground over in Florida called Topsail Hill Preserve. It's actually a state park now, but it was I want to say it was a KOA or something like that. And then the state bought it years ago. And they got it really nice. It's one, they got some publication somewhere on state parks, and it's been the number one state park several times. We tent camp, not often, but I got one of those big old 3-room tents, and we got the blow up queen size bed and all that. We don't mind tent camp, but I tent camp by temperature. I'm not gonna go when it's really cold. Not gonna go when it's really hot. If we're gonna tent camp, we're gonna do it when the temperatures are right. Now, I have been to Beaufort, South Carolina. I went over there and did some training on a King Air, and it's pretty over there. Beaufort, South Carolina was pretty. I'd like to get back over. We spent, I don't know, a week maybe. We were at a bed and breakfast in an old home downtown, and it was really nice. I like Beaufort, South Carolina. It's pretty. Miss PJ say youngest didn't like it. Hey, it's not for everybody. Yeah, I met a couple. We were walking the little downtown area there at Beaufort, and there's a couple that has an art gallery. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but anyway, we met them, and we're friends with them on Facebook. We see their stuff all the time. We knew what you meant. We knew that E was supposed to be on there. Hey, I want y'all to help me with something. I'm gonna get my guitar out, and I'm gonna switch from this microphone to the microphone on the camera, and I want y'all to tell me which one sounds better. Can y'all help me with that? I gotta find a pick somewhere. Oh, there's one. So I fooled with this the other day, and I went back and I watched it. I didn't like the way the sound of the guitar comes through this particular microphone. I noticed that, and I also noticed, like me looking at my computer right now, it appears correctly. But when I went back and watched it, the video makes it look like I'm playing my guitar left-handed, but I'm not. I'm right-handed. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the other microphone. Let's see. Okay, now I've got it on the microphone on the camera, which is a little further away and probably not quite as sensitive. All right, I don't know which one sounds better. I guess if y'all don't tell me, I'll go back and watch the video later and see which one I like. But I did want to clear that up about the way I'm playing. I play right-handed, but the video makes it look like I'm playing left-handed. Georgie done went down the rabbit hole. I think her and Cooper in the background working on things and talking, or who knows, maybe first one sounds better. Okay, well, thank you for that, Miss Tammy. Let me switch back to my good microphone. Camera mic when playing. Okay, now I'm back on my big microphone. And I'm sure the big microphone sounds better talking. But is it too sensitive for the guitar? Does the guitar sound better on the other microphone? Don't know. Big mic sounds better. Okay. But Miss PJ says the camera mic sounds better when I'm playing. So it might be that if I decide to play the guitar during the live, I'll switch over to the camera mic. I can't help the singing voice. The singing voice is not going to sound that good on either one, but you know, I try. I have fun. All right, if you're talking and sung, agree, big mic. All right, y'all got to clear that up. You agree, the big mic what? For talk, use the big mic for talking and the camera mic for playing. Is that what we're on agreement on here? Still at $8.95 on the subscription. Hey, y'all tell all your friends and family about our channel. Tell them if they're the 900th subscriber, they might win a car. Might. You never know. Big mic talking. Okay. But the music sounded better on the camera mic. That's what I think I'm gathering from all this. Okay. Thank you, Georgie. All right. I'm running out of things to talk about. If y'all don't give me something in the chat, I'm gonna have to shut it down. We've managed about 8 or 9 people this whole time. Thank y'all so much for coming in and chatting with us today. Little mic for playing. All right, that's what I'll do. When we hit 900, I'll play and sing a song. I don't know what song, and I'll have somebody play her mandolin along with. That's a promise. When we hit 900 subscribers, the very next live I do, we're going to play and sing. Oh, that's fine, Georgie. We know you're busy. I figured you was scheming with Coop. Miss PJ, plain video. Okay, what about the plain video? Should I do those or not? I don't know if people are interested in that. Maybe if I was over on one of those gaming sites, they might, because technically it's a game. Paul, you like the airplane videos? The last one I did, I didn't really talk about what I was doing. I just kind of, cranked it up, flew somewhere, did an instrument approach. The first one I tried to explain, what I was doing. I guess if somebody was trying to learn how to fly an airplane or do that game, that would be helpful. But it's an easy way for me to do a fairly long video. Trucking convoy one night. I don't know what that is. Maybe tell me some more. yes, it does have different planes. I can bring up an airliner, 737 or something, and fly it. I never flew anything that big. It might take me a few minutes to figure some buttons out, but yeah, it's got lots of different planes. It does have helicopters, but I would have to get my pedals out to do a helicopter. I can show you if I can get this over here without tearing my whole thing up. So this is the joystick I use to do the game. Now this joystick will twist left and right. That's actually your pedals. You know, a helicopter uses pedals a lot. I would rather have I do have a set of pedals that'll hook up to it. And if I'm going to do a helicopter, I'd rather have them hooked up and use my feet. But I don't know. I've never tried the helicopter with just this joystick because you have to do the pedal part by twisting left and right. I'm not used to that, but I might try it one of these days and see if I can master that. Yeah, watch time would come up if people watch it, but so far I don't think they've been getting a lot of watch time. I don't know. All right, we play American Trucking Simulator sometimes. All right, so where is this American Trucking? Is it something online or is it a game I would have to download? You have to tell me more about that, Georgie. You know, I often thought about when I retired, I almost went and got my license to drive a big truck. I just think that would be cool. I wouldn't have been a good employee because they try to run them pretty hard. I would have got somewhere across the country where I liked it, and I'd want to stay there for a few days, vacation a little bit. they would be telling me to get a load and come on back. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to stay here for a little while. It's on Steam. Okay, so the game is actually on Steam. I don't have to download. I think I had a Steam account at one time. I don't know much about it, though. Maybe my son can explain it to me. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'm up for it. But yeah, I think I would have enjoyed driving a truck or operating a bulldozer or any of that just as well as I did flying aircraft. I just always liked driving things, operating things. And had I not been a pilot, I would have been just as happy to be a truck driver or run a bulldozer, just any kind of equipment or something. That was my thing. I liked it. Well, Georgie, you got my email address now, so send me some information on it, or hit me up one day and we'll get on here, just not online, just get on here and y'all explain to me how it works and how to do it. I'll come drive a truck. That'd be fun. Can I blow the horn? They got air horn, so I can, I got to pull the chain. I don't know if kids do that anymore. That was a big deal when I was a kid. Pass a big truck, you give them the pull the chain signal. If they'd reach up and hit that horn, we just thought that was the best thing ever. I don't know if kids do that anymore. All right, Miss Tammy, y'all go have a really nice meal. Enjoy yourself. We're going to do the same thing. Thank you so much for coming in today, chatting with us. I'm about to have to go get ready myself. Yeah, it's 3:30. I might have to get ready here in a few minutes. We're meeting some friends at 5 o'clock. at the restaurant, and it's about 40 minutes from here. So I got a little bit. And then after that, we're going to the hockey game. I'll have my phone with me, so when y'all go live this evening, I'll try to watch, even though I'm at the hockey game. I might can go live on my phone and show some of the hockey game. You still do that, Mercedes? Bye, Miss PJ. Everybody's bugging out. I think it's time for me to get out too. Georgie, I look forward to hearing about this game. I want to come drive a truck. I think that'll be fun. And everybody else, thank y'all so much for coming in. Y'all even drug Sansi in here for a little while. And don't let her fool you. She enjoys it. Yeah, she enjoys it. Okay, I'm going to end this one here. Thanks again for everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. Go back and watch some of our old videos. Help us get our watch time up. And y'all have fun on the live tonight. I hate that I'm not going to be here to be a part of it, but remember me next Friday. I want to join in. I sure do. So until next time, it's Larry. Santi's in there. We'll say see you down the road. And Georgie, I don't have a good saying like you. You have one of them saying like you is smart, you is kind, you is good. Y'all are all those things. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all next time.